Well, good morning. It's Friday, I think. Wait, let me look. Pretty sure it's Friday. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Friday, April 24th. So I got up this morning at the crack of 11:30, and I looked out my door to look at the weather because it seemed kind of dark and it was raining. But I saw also that my new radiator has arrived. So I threw some clothes on, went out there, and I opened it up, and it arrived. It's in perfect shape. But unfortunately, it's raining, so I'm really not able to do anything because the car's out in my driveway. So that being said, I have to wait until the weather clears up, and then I'm going to pop that radiator in. Although I'm thinking about doing something a little different. I mean, I think the front seal is leaking, so I was thinking about replacing that while I have the radiator out. Pull the water pump, the fan and the water pump, pull that timing chain cover, and I got a friend who's going to give me a dual chain setup for it. It's got the pulley and everything, so he's supposed to give it to me. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get him to come over here and we'll pop the old one off and put the new one in. I got to buy. I can't find my the puller. My puller. I have that somewhere. I have who knows where. So it might even parts been lost. Some might be down in my storage. I don't know. So I'll just buy another one. Harbor Freight Special. Most of the stuff they have is not really designed for a commercial application. Use a lot, but it's something you're going to use one time, maybe twice in your entire lifetime. I mean, I bought it. I never even used it. I had it. I don't think I ever used it. Maybe I did, but I don't remember. I haven't done anything on cars in forever and a day. So I'll do that, buy another one, and then I'll be able to pull that harmonic balancer and replace the timing or the, the I guess timing chain, replace that. Not that it's bad, it's not. It's just that while I got it off, I can put this other. I got to do the seal. I'm pretty sure the front oil pan is really slick, and then it goes back toward the suspension and all that, and it gets really gungy. So I really haven't cleaned. I don't want to clean that all off in my driveway. So what I want to do once I get this thing running, I'm going to take it somewhere and have the entire undercarriage pressure washed and get all the stuff off of it. Just the thing is, the car is so low. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. I mean, most car washes, if you pay for it, they have undercarriage washing. How good or bad that is, I have no idea. I guess if it was done repeatedly, once a week or something like that, it would gradually get cleaned up. Although I really don't know. I don't know how effective they are. So other than that, uh, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So maybe with any luck at all, I'll pull out the old radiator, which is ready to come out, just the transmission cooler lines, and they're attached with rubber. So when they rebuilt this motor, instead of replacing the hard lines, they were cut, and so they just use a hose with hose clamps, which is fine. I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot of pressure there, but it seemed to work. It didn't really leak. So, and then there is the rear seal in the transmission is leaking. I have that already. I was told that when I bought the car, and he gave me the part. So once I get it up, I got to do the rear brakes and everything. I'll get the back end off the ground, get it high enough, and then be able to replace that rear seal and the rear brakes, or not the brakes. The brakes are fine. The brake lines, and then we should be good to go. I mean, I'd really like to buy a two-post lift, the Max Jacks. It'll go up to what, 48 inches off the ground, but it's transportable. You have it bolted down, and then just take those 5 bolts out on each post, and then it's on wheels. Just tilt it back, and you don't tie up whatever. Although, I mean, it's wide enough that you theoretically could drive under, raise it up all the way. 48 inches is high enough to get, the Corvette under it, and then park my other car behind it. So, I mean, it really wouldn't be a problem. I just got to find out. I live in a mobile home park, and I was told that I can put whatever I can get on my driveway, I can have there. But I got to talk to the guy, make sure that this is not going to be a problem. I mean, I could install it down at my storage, but I'm trying to maybe get a bigger place, and then I put everything somewhere else. You know, get like a 1,500 square foot building, and then I could move some stuff out of there. You know, like take my boat from here, and maybe my jet ski, and then be able to put it down there. Plus, with the 2-post lift, and take all my tools down there. And this way, I'd have a remote facility to work at. I like working at home because I do it when I want. Wherever I go, I would have to jump in a car or the truck and scoot on down there, and then whatever. And then if you're going to do it, you might as well spend the day and get it done that way. But right now, I got the new radiator. It's perfect. Uh, I have to wait for the weather to get better, or decide if I'm going to pull that harmonic balancer now or wait till a later date and fix that oil leak. I'm kind of leaning toward pulling it all apart now, since I got the radiator out, or I will have it out, and then just do it one time. Then the front of the motor is going to be done. I've been looking at electric water pumps. I don't know if I really want to go that way. And I can always add, you know, I can, with the electric water pump, what I could do then is put a set of fans on that new radiator. You know, like a pair of 14-inch fans, I think will fit. Maybe bigger. Although you start getting into electronics of things, you know, electrical, could be more gremlins. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'm certainly not an auto mechanic by any stretch of the imagination. This is just something that I'm doing, and I'm going to, I bought this car kind of as an investment, but I want it to be nice. And, you know, turn around, I'll put it together and sell it, probably not make any money on it by the time I get everything invested in it. But it's a slow investment, you know, 110 here, 150 there. By the time you get done, the car's probably going to be worth it for what I paid for it, and the amount of things that I put into it. I don't think I'll lose money on it. I'll come out even anyway with, you know, the repairs that I have done and the things that I have replaced. I ordered the full brake line set because I was having some trouble flaring. I'm an idiot, maybe, I don't know, but I couldn't flare it properly. I didn't like the way it was. So what I was doing, I used the device, you know, the block and the claw thingy. I just couldn't get it. It was bending over the end of the pipe, and I might have been measuring it wrong. I see one because I looked at another video yesterday on YouTube. I can't remember the guy, and he did it. He had no problems. Well, it's my phone ringing, so I'll catch up with you later. See ya.